In this video,
Still a bit liquidy. Scrap that, I've made a mistake. Because it is a faff, of course.
more workshop shed supplies and essentials. I went to Poundland this time. Sign of the times, everything isn't a pound anymore. But there's some bargains to be had. Hello Sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. I think we're going to stick with the name Sheddies. I think that's what we are, going by the comments on the last video. It's a democracy, this channel, so we go with the majority. Did see some cracking other names. One was Cellar Dweller. He obviously works from his cellar. Toolaholics, yeah, we're definitely those. One comment was Knackler. Now, I've never heard this name before. I looked up on Tinternet, and it derives from Yorkshire, apparently. And it's someone that can fix anything from anything. I think that sums us all up. Or if we can't, we at least try. I saw a great quote from, I think it was Samuel Beckett, a novelist, and he wrote something along the lines of, ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better. Which I think also sums us all up. I love that quote, I think it's brilliant. Failure is an option. Anyway, let's get on with the video and show you what I bought. By the way, the one-handed glove, which I get loads of comments on, I'll explain one day. If I explain, I'm gonna have to be explaining it in every video. First, Poundland. Everything, I'm sure, used to be a pound. It certainly isn't anymore. Let's have a look what we've got. This time I kept the receipt. Multi-purpose spray paint. Now I got 4 of these. In fact, I got 3 and then some clear varnish as well. So I got black, silver and white. As you can see, £2.50 each. One thing I've noticed, remember in the other video, 151 with them rubber gloves that I got. So in these sort of videos, makes me realise what brands they are. So yeah, they're the same as them rubber gloves that I got from Home Bargains. So I've got black matte finish, clear matte finish, silver metallic finish, and then white matte finish. Pretty sure I've had these before and they worked out well. I like keeping at least black and white in the shed. Silver's good as well for galvanised metal, for touching up, etc. Clear varnish as well, which is good for, well, wood. So yeah, £2.50 each. Can't go wrong, eh? 400 millilitres. Can't remember how much I paid last time from the ones from Lidl. I think they were £3 each, or £3.50 each maybe, or 2 for 6, something like that. But I've not seen them as cheap as £2.50. Versatile way to coat anything inside and outside your home. Ensure surfaces clean and dry. Remove all dirt, grease, oil, rust, moisture, etc. Best results sprayed at room temperature, of course. Used in a warm, dust-free and windless conditions. Becomes touch dry in about 60 minutes and then completely dry after 24 hours. Pretty usual. Right, next. Radiator roller. Look at the length of that. What is it? It's got to be, what, 500 mil? Let's get a tape measure. Look at that, 500 mil. From the edge of the roller, near enough. To the edge of the hand, to the end of the handle. Plastic handle, metal shaft, and you get a spare roller as well. £2. Not bad, eh? Decton 3-piece radiator roller set. As you can see on there, getting behind radiators. Now, I have got some decorating to do in the house, actually. And what I like to do, usually, is take the radiator off. But in this application, it's going to be a lot easier to use without taking it off. Because it is a faff, of course. So good for any sort of hard-to-reach areas. Maybe in a kitchen where you've got, I don't know, a cupboard next to a wall and you've just got a tiny gap or whatever. Cubby holes, if you make some furniture and you want to get to the back of it, if you painted inside of it. I think plenty of applications. £2. Not bad. Next. Oh, sugar. Bit too much force that time. Keyring torches. 2-pack, silver and black, £1.50. LED light, super bright apparently. 3 AG batteries included. What's AG? I've not heard of those. Slim and sleek design. Lasts up to 100,000 hours. We'll see. yeah, it's probably just the bulb that lasts that long.
Well, I'm not going to put that to the test. But yeah, I think it's good to stick it on your set of keys. And you're doing a padlock or whatever. It's easy to see what you're doing rather than getting your phone out and getting the torch on it. Made by Prism. £1.50. Right, let's have a look at them. I'm going to use Scout Crafter's technique from doing these blister packs. Cut down the side so you don't get your fingers caught or trapped. Bob, 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 bob. Makes it so much easier. There we go. Get rid of that lot. Ooh. Ooh, that's bright, yeah. That is bright. That's not bad. That ain't bad. So I'm going to turn the lights off. Sun's going down at the minute, so
we get a better effect. In fact, the sun has gone down. Lights off. Oh, left one on. Oh, I can't see where I'm going now. There we go. Oh, yeah. That ain't bad, is it? That ain't bad. 100,000 hours, though. Different story. Yeah, I like them. Let's get the lights back on without falling over. Why aren't I carrying the torches back with me? Yeah, good. I'm happy with them. I'll put one on my keys and one for my wife's keys. Next, carrying on from the decorating theme, £2.50. Now, there's all sorts in here. Kinzo painting, 9-piece complete decorating set. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks all right. Look at all the stuff in it. One medium pile roller, 10 centimetres, one at 5 centimetres, a brush, another brush, handle, another handle, tape, cover foil, and a tray. £2.50. Remember what I said about failure? Let's see what happens. Let's get this open. Wow. Now that, I think I've made a mistake here then. Scrap that, I've made a mistake. It's actually £6 for that, which, yeah, it's probably still worth it. The reason why I questioned it, because I bought this as well, you know, for smaller areas, and this was £2.50. 2 rollers and the handle and the little tray. I thought for getting really tight, awkward areas. But this actually comes with, yeah, a small roller as well. I didn't look properly. On this channel, I want to give you full transparency. Yeah, I ballsed up. But even, I've opened it now, but never mind. Look, well, for £6, that isn't that bad. It's not too bad. Masking tape. I'll take this one back now, actually. I'm not going to use that. Kinzo again. I didn't realise it had that in there. Again, I rush around 100 mile an hour, so I'm going to take that one back. But that was £2.50 if you're interested. I've got the receipt at least. So what we got? A couple of brushes. There's one at 1.5 inch, one at 2 inch. Not the best, of course, but they'll do. Little hangers on there as well. I've got loads of these in storage anyway. So as we know, just stick that onto there, and then it spins as we would expect. Hanger at the end, plastic handle, metal shaft. It's on there tight. It spins freely. Same with this one. Boop. Spins nicely. And then we get a, I've got lots of this dust sheets anyway. I've actually got a roll of it, but it will still come in handy. And I got a tray as well. So that was £6 for the lot. To be honest, I think I'd have kept that anyway, even if I hadn't just undone it. Right. Next, super glue. As you remember, I bought that cheap brand the other day, and that was 39p. These are 2 for £1. Now, there's probably these bottles there. You can see they're probably a third full thereabouts. What's the size of the 2 of 3.5 millilitres? Let's do the same test as I did the other day. Called Hang Tough Super Glue. The company is Hanon. You may have seen the other day it had a metal or aluminium tube that I popped with a screw. Obviously, you turn the lid over and pop it that way. But, you know, I'm doing these videos, I just sort of miss these things as I go along. I think we have to snip the tops off these. Or do we just pierce it with this pin here I got with it? Let's get a bit of wood, like I did the other day. Or 2 bits of wood. This is what I used the other day on that 39p glue. You can see the residue of it. We'll use activator as well. Just snip the top. Dude. Yeah, that's done it. Let's put a splodge on there. We'll use the activator. You can see on there. Put the cap straight back on the top. Click. Activator. This is what I use. Mitre Bond aerosol activator. Spray that onto that side. Plop. Should do it. Right, that's going to be set now. A little bit of force. I think it's probably the same amount that I put on the other day. And I was surprised how good it was. Oh, that's come off straight away, look. Look at that. It's resting on that hole there. Let's put it to a corner. Oh, get the right one. That's the one I've not opened. £1 for 2. So a splodge on there. A smooth surface. Let's do
Smear it around a little bit. And let's get that on there. This might not be as good as that other stuff. In which case, that was a real bargain. Now, I think I've left it as long as I did the other time. Right. No, that's not very good. Is it still wet, though? No. Unless it's no good with activator. That is not as good. Where's that other stuff I got? I've lost it already. Oh, it's here. This is the stuff I used the other day. Let's just do a quick comparison. So I'll put a splodge there. Roughly the same. This was made by Quip from Home Bargains. Spray on there. Go. Stick. Right, how's that going to look? I'm putting a lot of force on there now. Yeah. I'm going that way. That is a massive difference. Nope. So click it this way. In fact, look at that. Oh. Well, there you go. I would say, unless I'm doing something massively wrong, don't bother with that stuff. Next, Hang Tough epoxy resin. Are we going to have any joy with this? Let's have a look. It mixes as you push out through the 2 syringes. Let's crack the end off. I think that just pops off there. Nope, do we have to cut it? There we go. And then go equal amounts. That'll do. Do we get a spatula for it? Nope. I've got any lollipop sticks. No, I thought I had some. Can't find my lollipop sticks, so I've got a cocktail stick. That'll do. That back on there. So there. Seal it back up. Super glue's anything to go by. It's not going to be any good, but you never know. Right, what should we stick? Probably do. On there. Clamp it up. Not too tight, just enough to give it good surface contact. And we'll leave that for a bit. Next, Kodak batteries. Now, you may have seen in the other video, I got Panasonic ones, and they're really cheap because I use them in remotes, etc. But these are treble A's Kodak, because I was watching a program the other night, and I can't remember what it's called, and they were doing comparisons against these Kodak against Duracell, and these came out better, funnily enough. Now, I want to do a test with Panasonic, Kodak. There's another one you can get from Lidl as well. I can't remember the name is now. These are the ones from Lidl, Tronic. So I'm going to do a test at some stage where I get Tronic, all either AA and treble A or whatever, as long as they're all the same AAs. Do a test on them, like connect a motor to them or something like that, and just let it run flat and just see what works out the best. Or not particularly what works out the best, but what works out more value for money. I mean, for example, the AA batteries I got the other day, 8 of, they were 99p for the lot. These were £2. 9-pack as well. These were £2 for 9. So we'll do a test at some point. But yeah, I needed some more AAA batteries anyway. Again, for remotes and light use. So yeah, £2. Next, Fantastic Elastic. Now, I saw this, someone using it on that foam that I did the other day, that shadow foam. Flexible glue and unique flexible bond and seal. Ideal for metal, glass, ceramics, mirrors, plastic, wood, leather, vinyl and fabrics. Highly resistant to shock impact, water, extreme temperatures. Again, look, by 151, £1.50. 20 grams. Yeah, we'll do a proper test on that in another video. Next. Oh, by the way, that was £1.25. I'll check it in a minute, see if it's stuck. Earplugs, £1. And you even get a little capsule there to store the 2 you're using at that time. So 2 in the little box and then 6 extra ones, £1. Sometimes I can't be bothered to put on my ear defenders, so these will come in useful. I know you could probably buy hundreds of these at once and it'll work out more economical. But for the amount I use them, yeah, I think these will do well. Yeah, 6 extra ones. And then, how easy is that to open up? There we go. 2 in there. Nice. So you can stick them in your pocket. Don't lose them. Clicks in together nicely. Perfect. Next, I'll whiz through the next two because they speak for themselves. £1 sponge scourers. Million and one uses for these. But yeah, worth having in the shed. I've got a pack of these and they're probably half full now, so I thought I'd stock up again. These are on offer actually at the minute. Mighty Power 10 pack. Next, two-way double light switch. I'm putting some more lights up in this shed. And this was 50 pence. Couple of screws as well for the pattress or the back box. There we go. Instructions. As you can see on the back, it's a two-way light switch. Does what it says on the tin. Made by Electrek. Let's see how that wood's doing. In fact, let's have a look at the board first, see if that's gone hard. Still a bit liquidy. Unless it's meant to take a little bit longer to set. It's still certainly wet. And what's it been, about 10 minutes? Need a little bit longer. But I want to get this video out, so we'll come back to this. I've just been editing the video and I thought I'll just come back to this. Yeah, it's drying. It's drying. That's probably about an hour later. So we'll leave that a little bit longer and we'll come back to it in another video. So what do you think to that little workshop haul? Little essentials, little supplies for the workshop, DIYers, garage. Put your comments below, anything I've missed. I usually do, or I've normally got something wrong. That's why you lot are here, to correct me when I'm wrong. Which helps me and others. And with regard to what I said earlier in the video, I need to fail better next time and read the prices in the store. Like I said in another video, I've got 2 big tool reviews coming up, so subscribe if you're new here. You're going to enjoy these, I'm sure. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm just a DIYer, goes to their shed at the end of the garden, just tinkers, DIY stuff. I'm not a professional, this is just my hobby. A gob on a stick that likes talking to you lot. Put a link to my playlist somewhere around here with all my tool reviews, mainly Parkside, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, take care, and remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers!
See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.